Hey ladies, it's Mara, doing an update for you. I was going to do an update after my retrieval and it just didn't happen, so sorry. Retrieval was on Friday the 7th and I actually didn't hear anything about my embryos, if there were any. I didn't hear anything until Monday. They were supposed to call me and they never did, so no, I didn't hear anything until Sunday. Sorry. So after my retrieval, and remember I went in with a mild case of OHSS, so that scan they did prior to the retrieval, I had about 40 eggs. So when the retrieval happened, they only got 8 mature eggs. So so that's good and bad. I mean, obviously the more eggs you have, the more you have to work with. But, you know, 8 is a great number. So I got 8 eggs and all 8 fertilized, so that's also good. And so I found out on Monday that we were really down to 4 eggs. We still had 8, fertilized embryos. But there were only about 4 that were doing, what we wanted to see. But he said that was good, and so we went ahead and scheduled the transfer on Wednesday, this past Wednesday, yesterday. Because I was feeling better from the OHSS. All of the bloating had gone down, the pain had gone away. Honestly, I felt like $1,000,000 better than I had in a few weeks. Anyone who's gone through IVF, it's hard on the body. It's even worse when you have a complication like that. So I was feeling pretty bad. But by Monday, after the retrieval, I was feeling great. I mean, I felt like I'd won the lottery because I was not in pain anymore. I could walk, I could do anything, I could sit, and I just felt a lot better. So by Wednesday, when it came time to transfer day, I was perfect and ready to go. So they went ahead with the transfer. So we got there, and the first thing was they said, well, we want to talk to you in the office. And my husband, and I'll get to more on my husband later, got lots to say about him. My husband immediately is worried that they're going to tell us there's none left. And I had a slight worry about that. That's just natural. Poor thing, he was just freaking out. So they took us in the office, and the embryologist came in. His name's Gary. And he didn't have bad news at all. He said that we had 2 that were ready to go and wanted to know what we wanted to do. We had talked a lot about this, if you're doing IVF, you have to have that talk, how many, what can you stand, sometimes there's even a moral and a religious aspect to that you have to talk about. And we had talked about it many times, and we were always going to put 2 in. If we had 2, we were going to do 2. So if we had 4, we were going to do 2. If we had 1, we'd do 1. But if we always had at least 2, we were going to do 2. This is our only IVF, so we really it's got to work. So we've got to do everything possible to make it work, put everything in our favor. So yeah, when Gary said we had 2, he said, we'll take the 2. Then I said we'd also like to do the assisted hatching, and he said that's fine. He's like, it'll help, won't hurt anything. Doing puppy stuff. So he said he was going to hatch him for us. So we go into the procedure room. I've been drinking my water, getting my bladder nice and full. Too full. I had to get up and pee waiting for the doctor. I don't understand why the doctor just lets you lay there on the table with a full-ass bladder and they're taking their time. Yeah. Like, hey, how you doing, Bob? How's it going? Oh, yeah, she might pee the bed, but no big deal. Oh, I was miserable. I was getting so cranky laying there with my full bladder because my husband said, you need more water, drink more water. And I was like, okay, maybe I need more water. So I drank more water. And I was miserable. I was so bad that I had to get up. You know, I'm half naked on the table. Dolly, be good. Okay? So I'm half naked on the table. And so I had to get up and wrap my they gave me a sheet instead of like a paper blanket. So I wrapped my sheet around me and literally walked down the hall, out of my room, down the hall, went to the bathroom and peed a little because I didn't want to lose the full bladder feeling. But I was like in miserable bladder feeling, so I just brought it down a notch. Went back to my room, laid back down, waited a while. The doctor's still talking to people in the hallways or eating his lunch or something. I don't know what he was doing. Lay there for another 10 minutes. Bladder's still making me miserable. So I get up again, trek down the hall, pee a little bit more, go back and lay on the table. And I'm sure if he had left me there too much longer, I probably would have gone again. But it was probably about 15 minutes, and he came in. So yeah, my embryologist, he said that it was good we did the assisted hatching because the shell was just a little tough. And what else did he say? That was about it. So we had 2 embryos. They look great. I wish I brought the picture with me. Sorry. Maybe I'll try to add it at the end. But he gave us a picture of them. He even gave us, it's kind of funny, he gave us the little petri dish that they were in. And I made a joke like it was my kid's first playpen. Which then he made the joke that he was the kid's first babysitter, which makes a lot of sense. So yeah, they're doing whatever they're doing. Hopefully they're doing something. That's about it. I still feel good. I feel so much better. I mean, I was just reflecting back on IVF, and that is a really crazy thing that people do to their bodies. And prior to my IVF, I had the polyps removed. I mean, so like bam, 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 one thing after another. I'm just like torturing my poor body. So I feel a lot better now that I'm not. And if I get pregnant, that'll all probably, go out the window. But right now, I feel great. So thoughts and feelings about the retrieval, or the transfer, I'm sorry. I'm positive. I feel positive. I feel good. I keep telling my husband that I really think the meditation's working. I'm not even meditating every night anymore. I mean, I just feel, if I feel like I need to relax a little bit, sometimes I'll even wake up. I have insomnia anyway, so sometimes I'll wake up in the middle of the night, and I'll use it to try to relax myself again. And I do. I feel good. I feel happy. I feel like it's going to work. And if it doesn't, I'll get the big letdown. And I'm allowing myself to feel good about it. Does that make sense? Like I'm not even entertaining the negative thoughts at all. I'm really allowing myself to take it one day at a time. I can't think about bad stuff because nothing has happened. So I cannot worry myself sick over something that I don't even know anything about. So I'm emotionally and mentally, I'm doing really, really well. Of course, that means I'll fall harder, but that's okay. So yeah, I'm doing really good. My husband, however, is doing really bad. I mean, he's kind of freaking out. He's losing his stuff. He's just really nervous. He wants so badly for it to work, and of course I do too, but he's not managing himself as well. I just feel bad for him because I cannot help him, and he's a worrywart anyways. He stresses himself sick, and now that we've added this on top of it, I don't even know what to do for him. He's just miserable, and this is the first day after the transfer, so we have 9 more days to go for the beta, and he's probably gonna pass out and die because he's He's so miserable right now. I can't even explain it properly in words. He just cannot, I don't think he can wrap his head around it working, and I can understand that. I mean, I really can't fathom the idea of being pregnant because I've tried so long to get to that point, and I've never been pregnant, so I don't even know what it might feel like. So I can't imagine what it feels like. I can't. And I think he's struggling with that. Like, he's like, it can't happen because it never has happened. It's not real. That stuff doesn't happen to us. That's not us. We're not those people. So, I don't know. I feel bad for him. I don't have any way to help him, really, because he's kind of doing it to himself. So I just hug him a lot and love him a lot, and that's it. And that's all. I mean, since I'm doing so well emotionally, I'm not going to be perfect there. I mean, I'm going to have my moments, probably towards the end there, get my blood drawn, all of that stuff, some sweaty palm moments. But I'm doing good. Today I got one final call about my embryos because he put in 2, and he wanted to see how the 6 that were left, how they did, and they didn't make it. So, which is probably bothering my husband even more now, because we don't have a backup plan now. We don't have any frozen embryos to try. So this is it. If these don't stick, then I don't know what. Then I'll be saving money for the next 10 years to adopt, because it'll take me that long to save that much damn money. So that's it. I don't know what kind of update I might give you. I might just give you a midway update, just tell you how it's going. I'm not really a symptom chaser. I'm not going to pee on a stick. I've never been that girl. I don't fret about those things because you can't trust them, you know? So I'm not going to test on my own. So I've got nothing good there to share with you. Unless there's some really weird symptom, I'm not going to worry about it. I mean, most of us know that your typical period symptoms are also your typical pregnancy symptoms. So I'm not going to, unless it's something weird. Like, there's one lady, Lisa Project Baby, she's having nosebleeds. If I start having nosebleeds, which I never have, I've never had in my life, I'll start wondering a little bit then, because that's a strange symptom for me who's never had them. You know, or something like that. I mean, if it's something really weird, then I might wonder. But other than that, I've got 2 babies in the basket, and let's hope they stick. So, I will talk to you guys later. Hey, a quickie. I just wanted to show you my embryos, the 2 that got implanted. So, here you go. That's it.